This is the second of two videos for exercise 10, creating a table. We went ahead and we've made these months, I simplified them, abbreviated them, and then made them that bright springy color again. And you can go in as well if you highlight a certain area. If you go up to your menu and do table, and you go into table options, table setup. There's so many different things you can do, for example, without having to just go to that control panel up here where you change certain things. You can change the color of all your table border elements. You can work on the row strokes, column strokes, fills, headers, and footers. So there's a lot of other options I wanted to show you that exists, but we're not going to work. We're sort of going to do like the nitty-gritty old-fashioned way for this time because that allows you to understand them best. I'm going to select all of my table. One way to do that, do this. And I want to eliminate the outside borders of my table. I don't know if this one's selected or not. It doesn't really tell me. There we go. It's because it's a footer one, I don't think it's going to let me, but I do want to keep the insides there, but I don't want the exterior, and I don't want the top because that's going to separate, and I just want to make it a 0. And then I also want to make it 70. So if you notice, it's now allowed me to, doesn't really show, I'm going to leave that alone though. It allows me to just have the insides, and that's all I want. I don't really want a border around all of the days. It's a little old-fashioned and cheesy. So I'm going to do the same with these, except for I'm going to skip the top one because I want to take that one out, but I don't want to take these tops out. So keep these. We're going to say 0. See what happens there. There we go. I want that one included. This to be 0. And then you can just kind of deselect them and then select the one you want. I want that to actually be 1. I'm going to look at it again. Okay. And then select this, and I want that to be 0. It says it's 0, but I might have to actually go ahead and select this cell and select the bottom. And again, you can do this all at once within the table options, but I'm just choosing it to go this way. So this looks a lot nicer. We might actually start to adjust this even more. I'm going to require you all select this, and then we're going to make the inside fill the green color. Oops, but we're going to make it 25%. Take a look. It's got this nice color. Same with this, every other. Now we're going to go ahead and add green. We're going to make it 25%. And then that's a footer. I'm going to leave that alone because we want to maybe write notes. One thing you could do, copy here, paste. Another thing to do is to do a character style sheet, paragraph style sheets to kind of, character would be the best way to go for this so that we don't have to copy paste. You can just apply the character style sheet. That's another way to go about it. There's no right and wrong way. Just using everything that InDesign has available to you. Since we're starting out kind of slow for this, I want you all to understand how to do it sort of the archaic way. So now we have our title, shows some hierarchy, we have photos, we have our days of the week, and then we might want to enter in the days, the actual days, and so I'm going to do another copy just to get that formatting. And I'm going to go in. Friday is actually number 1. The 1st of March. So I'm going to do a return 1. I'm going to enlarge that a little bit. And then I'm also going to right align that, copy it, return, paste, 2, return, paste, 3, 4, return, paste, 5, and then just keep repeating those actions. Click inside the cell, return, Control V, click inside the cell, return, Control V, and so click inside the cell, return, Control V, change the number. Now obviously you might not like the way that's positioned, and you also notice that it's not as far down as we have here. You can do another return, or you can actually go into the table cell options. This is again another archaic way, but I want you to be able to work within the cell first before we get too detailed with going up to table cell options. You've got all sorts of options here, or the table options in table setup. Again, how much space before, table spacing, space after that you want to create. So 10, 11, 12, and then all the way through. Okay, so I got through 23 and I have another row to go. You notice that I put notes in a little too early, so you can go ahead and take that out. And then if you notice, my out port is red, meaning I have stuff behind. If I just open up that table a little bit more, you know, I can add my notes right there. And then go ahead and complete that next row. Okay, so now I am complete. You can go ahead and again, select your entire table, and you can, you know, your stroke is a certain color. You can make that stroke a little bit lighter if you want. It's kind of hard to see. I'm not even sure if that really even did anything to look in, but it's harder to see with the strokes here. You can also do it this way. Take a look. I can tell that that took care of it there. So I want you all to get used to working with the strokes in between. So I'm going to select all of these, and they're tiny. And again, I didn't have any of the outside ones showing at all. So I want just the inside ones. And then I'm going to go here. I'm going to add in 70. Take a look. There we go. It's getting to be a little more subtle. If I select these cells and I work, I don't want these outside ones showing at all. And I work on just, don't want that top one showing for this particular cell, but I want the bottom one and the bottom one and the interior ones. I go here, enter in 70. You can see that that's made it a little different. And I think the bottom one was the only one left. Of course, we don't want the bottom showing, but we want the top and the inside. And here, 70. Nice. So it's made it a lot more subtle. And we've got every other one showing the notes. Maybe you want to do that with the notes as well. You can also hover over each row and just, it's showing here. There we go. And then you can select, and it will select the entire row instead of you just having to drag and select it. Both ways work. So just an idea of how to work well with tables and understand how to create a table. Tables are used for multiple different things in InDesign, anything from just quick graphs, outlines, trying to create things that we're easily able to create in Excel and in some of the Microsoft applications as well. So if you have questions, let me know. This is exercise 1. We're now going to have a second aspect to exercise exercise for unit 10. We're going to have a second part of that, and it's going to be on tabs, but that's going to be in a different document. So start a next video and create a new document for tabs, and both of these will go into one submission link within one folder. Just ask if you have questions if I've been unclear. But again, there's 2 little exercises within this one exercise, and you'll complete them both, put them in a folder, and submit them into one submission link. Okay, see you in the next video.